Um, Zach, you've been playing game. We're gonna let you
Woo!
finish. Woo! With the big news of the week, the
You
biggest game.
lose. Said it
You
I
right
lose.
there.
just I just conceded my game so I could talk about my game.
So you conceded the game you were playing, so you could join us and talk about the game that you played. And this is a game in a genre that you
Woo!
absolutely love.
Yep.
And this is actually a series that you've come to love. You've told us a lot about. What game are you playing, or
Oh,
played?
yeah, it's just Story of Seasons Grand Bazaar. This is I don't know, man. So I've told my wife, like, cause like she's really into like Stardew and stuff, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, well, I've been a fan of this since I was like 9, when there's only one game, like there's only one of these games that came out every like 3 years, and Story of Seasons or Harvest Moon at the time, that was just what I always played, like the one on the GameCube, A Wonderful Life is probably my favorite. I used to like. I remember one time I played it for like hundreds of hours, and I didn't turn it off because we didn't have a memory card. So I just left that shit on. Uh, anyway, so no, this is just a genre that I like always play, right? And this one is admittedly a entry in the series that I just like missed because it came out on the 3DS, I think, or the 2DS, not or just the normal DS, whatever. So I kind of missed the boat on this one. So whenever they said they're doing a remake, I mean, obviously I'm gonna ask for a code because it's a new story of seasons. But this one is like it's interesting. It's I think what makes it cool to me at least is like a lot of these games follow the same formula, right? Like there's a farm that you go to and you have to like grow stuff and like help the town be revitalized, and like that's just always kind of the thing, right? There's like a field, you have to clear the field and you have to like slowly upgrade over time. And this one kind of like it has like the slow incremental upgrades over time, but the way it handles like commerce and stuff is what makes it interesting, and the way it gates your progress is what makes it fun. So like you start out with just this area to farm, right? So this is just your farm, right, when you start the game. And then there's all these things littered around your like not just your farm, but like around the land in general, like resources and stuff that you can use and collect things. So like for example, the silver hatchet you use to get wood, and then you use you I'm pretty sure you also use it for rocks, and then you got this copper sickle to do that, and then you can use it to cut your wheat and stuff, right? So you get all these resources. And the thing about this game is it takes place in this city, not a city, it's a little town that has a bazaar. It's called Grand Bazaar after all, so there has to be a bazaar. But there's a bunch of wind in this city. Is very windy, so you kind of have these like movement mechanics, like you can like float around like this, which is really fun. Got a little Zelda in it, which is cool. And then, but there's also these windmills, right? And these windmills enter. You use this to craft different items from the resources and things that you gather around the town. So
Mhm.
there's a red windmill here, and on days where it's super windy outside, the production time is faster, which is super cool. But yeah, so like every day, all this refreshes. So that's like a very similar kind of thing that all these farming sims have, where there's like things are messy outside. You collect stuff, you get the resources, but on your farm, you have cows and stuff. These are my cows. They're hanging out. They just kind of take care of my dog. I have a dog. He herds the cattle for me, so I don't have to do much. Anyways, so back to what
Mm,
I was saying. Um, so the way that this game does, so like in Stardew Valley or older Story of Seasons games, like every day you put your resources, put your farming goods and stuff into a crate, then it gets shipped
mhm,
off and you make the money, right? So in this one, every weekend there's a bazaar. So you go there and you trade things. So instead of selling things in the store, you have to wait weekly. So like you and then each week there's hot items and hot things that might need to be sold. Let's see here. We can get it. Bazaar rating, trends. Yeah, the trends butter, sweet, drinks, mushrooms, medium and large, summer
hmm.
fish. So during the bazaar, these are the things that will sell quick and sell for a lot of money during the weekend bazaar thing. So you have like this space between each like each way to make money. So instead of it being like, okay, I'm gonna make as much money as quick as possible, it's a lot slower, but I kind of like the slower pace of it. It makes it I don't know, it makes it more like fun. Um, this is the village. Yeah, there's like I said, there's a bunch of resources and stuff. I'm gonna fall in the water. Don't fall in the water. But another thing that's cool is there are these little sprites. Like every Story of Seasons game has sprites. They have these little guys that are just kind of there to
Mm.
like oversee you with the goddess. Like there's like a farming goddess and she'll help you and blah blah blah. Let me see if I can find a sprite. Um there's so you give the little sprites items, like each one has specific items that it likes, and then when you like when you donate enough items to that guy, it'll upgrade the quality of the items overall,
Mm.
right? So so like there's a fishing one, there's one that likes wood, there's one that likes stones, one that likes, iron minerals and like resources and stuff. So like you give them those things and it'll give you better items, which through time you get quests and things where it'll be like I need like they'll be like I need a 1 star like dish, right? Like right here. Right? The base quality is a 0.5 star. So to get to the 1 star, you have to either like add ingredients to the dish to make the star quality go up, or you have to have higher quality ingredients. Like at this point, my chickens, their eggs are already pretty high quality, so a 1 star is kind of like not an issue for me for like the egg on rice or whatever. So yeah, it's just stuff like that that makes you actually kind of engage with the world and engage with the people.
Hmm.
And the other thing is, I mentioned the red windmill. There's also a yellow one, which is right here, and then there's a blue one. This is why I love this thing. You can just fly
Mm.
across the map. Um, but there's also a blue one that is over here.
Like the little Zelda paraglider.
Right, right.
Yeah, there's a blue one over here that also does the like so each one has
Look at that.
different sort of like things. So like the first one can upgrade all my tools to bronze. These can upgrade it to gold, and then there's more things inside of here like honey and things that are like they're gated with the progress that you make through the story and stuff. So like honey is bees that you unlock later, but you get to refine the resources even more through this. Like you can take a vegetable and make seeds out of it. So there's a lot of ways to be economical and be kind of like, smart with your time and stuff, which is what these games are about at the end of the day, at least for me, are finding ways to like be as proficient and like, I don't know, fast with how much I make, like finding the best way to make money and like the quickest way to have someone fall in love with me. Um,
Just ask.
Yeah, hey, you want to be my girlfriend?
Okay.
But no, where's the map at, dude? I forgot. Where's the dang map? Uh, anyways, map M. So yeah, you
You?
pull up the map. and it'll show you where everyone is, which is nice. Because usually these games don't have this. It's usually like a mod that you have to install that'll like show you where people are. Like Stardew Valley does not have this, and there's a mod specifically that I install so I can see where people are in the town. So this game just has it built in, which is nice. Which is kind of to me shows that they're paying attention to how people approach these games, which is kind of cool. There's a sprite I'm seeing over here that I'm gonna go show finally. Okay. And I'll also go inside this cafe.
I love that little jump that he did. Whoop, whoop.
Yeah, dude. Whenever you do the Bazaar stuff, you unlock like points, right? And you can use these points and money to like buy upgrades. One of the upgrades is a double jump.
It's a goofy double jump for like this aesthetic. I don't know, but like not. It's charming still.
And you can jump inside, dude.
Love it.
But yeah, no. So you go up and talk to, there's this goth girl that I've been macking on.
She looks like what's her nose from Phoenix Wright.
Yeah. But like all the characters are also really enjoyable in this one too, and they're also like all adult looking, which is also welcome as an adult that plays these games. It's nice to have people that look close to me, yeah, they're all awesome. This girl, she works like in the city, so she leaves every day. So you only can talk to her at nighttime, which is like a cool thing. All their personalities are really interesting. This is the mayor. He's really buff. Yeah, like let's see, I'm trying to find someone else that's cool. They're these in every like Story of Seasons game. There's always these like triplets that are like vaguely Hispanic looking. they all wear he's there. I wish I could marry her, but I can't. But yeah, let's go to the Bazaar.
Do it.
And if you can look up the top right over here, it has the wind. I'll show you how fast it is. So like some days whenever you're like doing the paragliding, it's really slow because the wind isn't, picking up. But wind is a pretty like important thing. They put a lot of detail into it for whatever reason. But yeah, here's the Bazaar. You can, so it's only open on Saturdays, but you can like add your stock to it, and then you can also redecorate, so you can like certain things like has a bulk sale level 1, so if I sell things in bulk I get more I get more money for it, or this will level up the price, or so there's ways to pimp out your little thing, and the better your Bazaar performs, the more upgrades you unlock. And there's a lady here, what's her name? Diana. She is with the Bazaar review board. I guess there's a government body that reviews bazaars around this world. And she's here reviewing us. And so she gives us upgrades, and then more people move in. Here's a statue of the mayor.
I do I like in like weird like universes where like the mayor is the most important person like in the world, and not just like like there would do it. A statue of the mayor in the middle of town is the most insane idea.
Yeah.
And then this is like where you can Ramon's Bazaar Stall. This is where you can get animals. This is where you can sell your animals. This is where if you can't tell, this is where the mayor is. He has a poster of himself, and the tent has him on the top.
What does he do at the Bazaar? What's his good?
He gives you upgrades. You can buy the double jump from him. You're like, here's $15,000.
You have to go get the correct permits from the board to be able to double jump.
Uh-huh.
The county has double jump limits.
Yeah. This guy here will like clear out stuff on your farm, and like I'll go back to my farm and I'll show you one of the sprites. But I have another field on my farm. There's multiple fields that you can unlock. So that one I showed you is what you start with. You get multiple ones. That's you buy them from over there. If you fall in the water, you lose stamina, which is not good. I've fallen in the water before and have been knocked out. So don't do that.
Don't do that.
Okay, there should be a sprite over here. There's always this little like. Yeah, there he is. Okay,
Woo,
Finley.
Finley.
You share fish, so like you catch fish and you share fish with them, and then it'll boost the quality of that resource. So like, and then there's certain ones each day that each one of them wants. So there's multiple ones.
Thanks for keeping it real, he said.
Nice.
Yeah, they all have
Speaks like the rest of us. Yeah.
they all have puns. Yeah. So there's one at my farm right here, and there's a B one over here, and then this one likes mushrooms.
Yeah, buddy.
that guy's a shroomer. But yeah, I mean, if I was playing normally, all this stuff would be cleared out, but I'm not gonna do that because why would you watch me clear out all the brush? And my farm's called Romulus. Don't know why I named it that. I usually just go with the first name that pops in my head.
You're a big fan of the storyline where Wolverine finds out where he came from.
Yeah.
Yep. No, I'm a big.
Yeah, it's a joke for me and Lone.
Yeah, this one's level 8, so like all the forageables I find are higher quality, and then these little like musical things right here. On Saturdays, the sprites have their own little shop going on. You can spin these. Thanks for hanging out, bud.
Because he's a flower.
But the things you can get from them are like these chests here. Like I have chests these located in like pretty important spots in the town and inside locations that I get access to my storage at my house. And I had to get those musical note things, so I had to spin those to get that. So there's a constantly stuff for you to work towards, which I really like. It's just like it's a really good. This is my other thing. Field. It's just a really good farming sim. I think it's one of the best like kind of story of seasons ones to come out in a while. It's cool that it's a remake and they just kind of were like, yeah, it's on the DS. Let's make something cool, and then just kind of went crazy with it. Also, if it's too windy, you have to put up wind screens around your stuff. Yeah. So in certain days there will be warnings, like because if you don't, all your stuff will blow away. I'll show you something really goofy. Let's do this. I'll show you how. This is awesome. I think it's awesome. I don't know if you guys will. So to water, normally this is how you would water, right? You'd be like that, one after the other, right? But since I have this copper watering can and I can double jump, look what I can do.
That's so dumb. I love it.
Nice.
That's
bloop bloop. Water them all at once, baby.
Yeah, then I fly over here real fast.
That's
and I'm
cool.
like, yup. Time to get to it again.
Can you imagine just like this guy is important to our culture and you just see him doing this? Like
but yeah, so like all the other things, like the hoe and stuff.
Whoa.
Yeah, the hoe. That's her mom down there. Super water. No, it's like the copper hoe, it's the same thing. Like I can jump and do that and it'll be like boom. And I can even it's called super harvest. Yeah, a super cut, dude. Watch. Boom. Let's go, dude.
I love it.
And then you go boom. Yeah, it's awesome. I don't know. If you haven't been sold on this genre before, this isn't going to sell you, so I don't fucking know. But yeah, this is where my guys live, my friends.
Nice.
What are their names? They're probably really funny. Let's see. We got bruh. We got Angie. We got Cuz. We got Plupo. We got Pla. We got Stank. We got Ramon.
Ramon is like the most normal name.
I named all of these. I just whatever is the first thing that pops in my head. That's what I always name stuff in these games. But yeah, they give you resources, of course.
I love how slow they just move around, those big dudes. Yeah.
They're big as hell, man. The I love how they've stylized animals in these games.
Yeah.
They just look so like they look they're just so cute, dude.
I mean,
that was so like chubby, lovely.
Yeah, that's what made like
chubby.
the Harvest Moon animals so good, was their design, like because they had limited resources, and it's nice to see that moving forward they just kind of kept that heart going.
I'm gonna make this guy throw
go chicken or whatever.
Let's say, wait, is that a thing that you can actually do?
No. Wouldn't it be awesome if they were just like, and they got sick? I think you can do it with the dog too. That's the dog food bowl, I guess.
Wow, it's a big one. The dog lives in luxury. Look at that. You hop with the dog everywhere.
Yeah, and then you can see. This is where you cook.
Nice.
Yeah, man, you can cook. I don't have anything on me, so I can't cook anything. And
Isn't
then you can go in here and go to the bathroom.
That, like, for all intents and purposes, this is what they're going for with Pokemon, and it has half the intrigue as Pokemon does. It's like this aesthetic is absolutely what the 3D Pokemon games are going for.
Oh, another fun little detail is this vase. You put flowers in there, like you put flowers in there yourself, and then they die, and then you have to replace them. I don't. It's just I don't know why it's a thing, but you can do it. And there's no TV. Like usually in these games, you have the TV to check. You can check the radio, so you get the weather. There's this mysterious hottie on the other side. I need to see what she looks like. I don't know why she has a heart. It's very. It's got me thinking that I get to meet her at some point because she has a heart over here.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, dude, this game's sick, man. Go spend $50 on it, I guess. I don't know. I would highly recommend it if you like. So, if you're just tuning into the podcast, and you like Stardew Valley, you should get this.
Yeah.
There you go.